Hi, I'm Kevin Richardson from the Backstreet Boys, and I'd like to welcome you to the Doritos sessions. Today, our guest is Miss Krystal Harris. She is the first artist on our very own record label, KBNHA Records. Krystal, how you doing today?
Really good. How are you?
Feeling all right?
Yeah.
Good. I know a lot of these answers because, of course, we're buddies, but for all those people out there that don't know, how old were you the very first time you sang in front of an audience?
I was 2 years old.
Hold on now. 2 years old?
Yes. I went on the road with my family.
What was the occasion?
The occasion was that my mom said, Krystal's ready to come out on the road with us. So we went out as a family at 2 years old.
Do you have any vivid memories of that evening? No.
I do remember what song I sang, but I played tambourine and sang.
What song did you sing?
I sang, I hear the sound of the army of the Lord. But, you know, it's a church song, you know.
So gospel is your roots?
Absolutely. It's all the roots I got, really. Growing up, that's all I really ever did was sing in church.
When did you realize that you had a gift?
When I was 7 years old, I did my first talent competition, which was something I had never done before. And I remember seeing people crying, and some people had their hands up, some people were just standing up looking, like, you know. But I remember just seeing the kind of reactions, the smiles on people's faces, and it just made me realize this is serious business. It's not just something I do for fun. This is something that I'm supposed to do with my life.
How did you get here? How did you get here right now, sitting with me?
About 4 years ago, I met a guy who is now my manager and a personal friend of yours.
Yes.
His name is Mookie. I met him through a guy who I'd met just randomly in Indianapolis. We got together backstage at this concert.
What concert?
Am I allowed to say NSYNC? Because it was.
You're more than welcome to say NSYNC.
But it was NSYNC.
I'll strangle her later.
No, I wasn't there to see them. I was there to see you.
It's all good, baby. I love those guys. They're very talented.
They are, and I love them too. Little did I know that at the time he had been producing a lot. Like, he'd been producing for everybody from Timbaland, Genuine, Donnell Jones, all them people, all the way to Backstreet. We're on the phone one night, and he said that he just thought about calling you. And you were like, well, hey, let me call you back because we've been wanting to start our own label. And all them labels are cool, but we want Krystal to be herself. We don't want to change her. We want to let her do her thing. And, you know, because of all the things that y'all have been through. So that's when my life started to change.
Do you feel like you are a role model for kids?
I hope that in my endeavors and in anything and everything that I do, that, you know, really people of all ages feel something different or feel, you know, just a spirit of love and encouragement and uplift. You know, they relate to things. And I think when somebody starts to relate to your music, that's when you start to become a role model to them. It's like when they connect with what you're saying, it's like, this person's been through that. You know, then they start looking at your life and following you. And, whew, I mean, you know, some people might go, dang, that's a lot of pressure, and maybe it is, but I just really want to be myself so badly. And in striving to be, you know, more excellent and in everything, you know, music and in life and everything, I hope that, you know, people will learn. Maybe I'll be able to be a good role model for people. I hope so. I hope so, because my whole reason for doing what I do is to help to change people's lives in a positive way and help them to know that their dreams can come true and they can be excellent and they can be powerhouses, everybody, no matter what your personality, what your color, what your background, anything.
Since you started off in gospel music, is there a religious message in your music?
I think because the gospel has had such a big part in who I am today, I can't help but it coming out, you know, because I don't even really think about it. I just be me, and it ends up coming out that way. Nobody's
Tell us about your experience at the American Music Awards. How was that?
It was very much a divine appointed thing, because coming down to the last couple seconds, believe it or not, it looked like it might not happen. So it was come down to the last minute, but everything turned out cool. I met y'all at the hotel where we got dressed, and all morning I'm thinking, yeah, you know, right now I'm in Sunday school, and I'm just getting ready for church tonight. We're going to have church tonight at the AMA. I'm just going to get up there and we're going to have church, you know, which is kind of how I look at a lot of things. But it was all good. I mean, you came up to me and said, you know what, I think we'll just can the script, and we'll just let you do your thing. I'll say something clever, which you always can do very well. And you are,
yeah.
you're the suavest talker I know. You always remain cool at all times.
Really? Okay.
In your Gucci jacket.
I'm glad you think so.
But it was the bomb. We got up there, we walked on. I think you said something. I don't remember what you said at first, because I was like, oh, thank you, thank you, Lord.
I said we're very happy to be here, and I said
That's
we're
right.
especially proud to be here with our very own artist, Miss Krystal Harris. Say hello,
Say
Krystal.
hello, Krystal. That's the part I do remember.
And then you sang.
And then I sang.
Yeah.
And the minute I started singing, I was all comfort from then on. It was like, now I've made my place, I'm fine. And what I didn't expect was a reaction. And the minute that I started singing, it was like, all of a sudden people started hollering, screaming, and I got done and people were hollering and screaming some more. And the craziest part to me, because I'm so in the beginning of everything, you know, still so in the foundations of everything, to have, you know, musical peers, like people that have already done their thing and are already established and are winning American Music Awards and Grammys, etc., to like cheer and clap and get all crazy. That's the biggest blessing ever. I can't even believe that it happened. Still to this day, I can't believe it. But
I remember looking out into the audience and seeing Destiny's Child, looking at all three of those girls, and they were like, and then at backstage, Jamie Foxx came up to you,
yeah,
said you touched him.
Yeah.
He said you touched his heart, and that's pretty powerful.
After coming out like that, it's like from like however many seconds that was, 15 seconds, people automatically got to see what my heart is all about. And that's so important, you know. And they also were like, when's your album coming out? And now I have an album coming out this year. And it's cool. This year has been a year starting out, just a new year of freedom for me. I feel like I've been born again. And the AMAs was really the birth of that. It really started all that.
So, Krystal, when did you first start writing songs for Me and My Piano?
A couple months before we started recording, actually maybe just a month before we started recording, I started journaling, which is how I get a lot of song ideas. It's just by writing down like things I've been through, and just people that I run into, or idiots that I run into, or blessed people that I run into. But a lot of it comes from that. So I started writing about a month beforehand.
As far as the direction of Me and My Piano and the upcoming album, are there going to be any differences? What's coming up?
Well, I would say this new album is going to be, first of all, very much straight from where I'm coming from. You know, straight from where I'm at, straight to the people. Because it's like, I feel like it's like this. I can break it down. It's like me bringing all my old soul, old gospel, and old hip-hop roots and taking them to the pop world. And we got a little name for it. And it's called Hip-Pop Soul.
Hip-Pop Soul.
Right. HIPPOPSOUL. And that's what we call it.
What other projects you got going?
There's a movie that's coming out in July called Country Bears. It is a Disney film, and it's it's going to be a really big family film for the summer. I say it comes out in July?
Yes, you did.
I did. Okay. And there's a lot of musicians involved in this movie, a lot of music involved. Elton John is in the movie, Queen Latifah, Wyclef Jean, Bonnie Raitt, Don Henley,
Wow.
and little old me.
And Krystal. Miss Krystal's up in there.
Yeah, and I'm not only in the movie, but I also perform in the movie.
What's the name of the song you're doing?
It's called The Kid in You. And it actually was written by John Hyatt, and he wrote most of the stuff for the
excellent.
soundtrack. So the soundtrack should be out in June.
Who produced the track?
Dallas Austin.
How was that?
It was awesome. That is my homie. After I left there, I told him my last name was going to be Dallas from now on. And I believe, actually, on this new album that's coming out, I'm going to be working with Dallas.
Excellent.
As well as hopefully getting involved with Ludacris, Seven. We did a lot of stuff with Jennifer Lopez. And maybe a Glenn Lewis or music here and there.
I'm looking forward to it. I hope everybody else is. Be looking for Krystal coming at you. Thank you guys for joining us on the Doritos Sessions with Miss Krystal and Kevin. Peace.